Northern Sound's afternoon show with Johnny O'Keefe.
Just gone 3:15 and it's Wednesday, so we promised you a little treat. It's been 1 year since this man has sat here in front of me. He doesn't look that different, except he's all dressed in green. We'll be doing that a wee bit later on. It's our music special on the afternoon show. We do these every so often for you, the treat, for the listener. And Mr. Rory Gallagher, otherwise known as Rory in the Island, welcome back to the afternoon show. How are you? I'm going to bow in front of you and say
it's great to be here, yeah. Always a pleasure.
How are things?
Very good, yeah.
You've had a tough day of it so far, out doing all your media stuff again.
I'm doing, yeah, that's it. Well, I'm only back for 4 days, so I'm just trying to get the most out of it.
And you brought the lovely lady wife with you. You better get her a mention. She's out there having a cup of tea listening to you.
Hi, the wife. She'll love me for that.
Hi, the wife.
It's our second wedding anniversary actually yesterday. So
second wedding anniversary. That deserves a round of applause.
So I was.
Congratulations.
Nobody else clapped.
2 years of bliss and many more for you to come. Listen, it was around this time last year you came over to us, first of all, on the back of me seeing you perform in Lanzarote on my holidays. Totally astounded for your back history. Everybody knows at this stage you're the lead singer of the Revs. You've performed in Auction. You've supported some of the world's greatest musicians, and you sang Colours for us the last time you were here. I just want to tell you a wee bit about that. That song has been requested so many times on the afternoon show, on the breakfast roll, all over Northern Sound, and both in our sister stations in Kerry and our sister stations in Longford. So first of all, congratulations with the success of that.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely brilliant. What have you been doing since that?
Basically, I have a new album coming out now in about 3 weeks. I was working on that over the last year, and just doing a lot of. I always gig 6 nights a week as well over in Lanzarote, so it's kind of go all the time. I haven't actually really had a break since, so. I've got this, obviously the single why I'm dressed in green here today as well. That's another side project, and I was doing a little bit of production for a band over there as well in Lanzarote, and so flat out. I
suppose the thing is, you said, as any musician knows, or any DJ or any entertainer or anybody that plays in a band, when you're playing 6 nights a week, it's tough. And the question I wanted to ask you, where do you get the time to sit down and write an album or come up with songs?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a great advantage is when you're actually playing a residency in a holiday resort. It could be a nightmare because you're on the other side of the world, but now with with iTunes and Facebook and Twitter, it's a different world now, so I kind of sobered up a few years ago and realised that there's potential in all this, so I see when you're at home, like even just last week I was over doing a few gigs in Scotland, and you're just exhausted in the morning, and then you have to drive another 4 or 5 hours. But in Lanzarote, I drive 10 minutes to work, and I don't have to set up any equipment. So
Bang,
I'm really, it's like once I leave the venue at 1 o'clock, if I was really well behaved, I could be in bed at 1:30.
Yeah,
not that I ever am, but
that's a sign of old age.
Yeah.
Come here, tell us about the album. When we're hoping 3 weeks for the album to be released.
Yeah, it's going to be out on iTunes now on the second week of May, and so it's supposed to 3 or 4 weeks, and it's called Antidepressant and Uncle Hope.
The album was the last time we were talking to you last year was sort of your main goal. It was something that you wanted, and after leaving the Revs, excuse me, the album was what you wanted to do, is get your solo album done. Is that you must be obviously very ecstatic and happy about this accomplishment.
I'm very happy with it now, and the thing as well is I kind of went the opposite direction. I was using my head again with the way that the music industry is now, and 5 of the songs have already been released as singles. So I kind of maybe 10 years ago a band would release an album and then you start releasing singles from the album, but I think that's a dead way of doing it now, because everybody will just download your album straight away and that's it, it's finished,
done, gone. Look at you're also home because you're doing a string of gigs as well, and the big one is Friday night is back in your home of Donegal, isn't it?
Am I right? I'm in you're right, in Kilcar in Donegal in the parish hall.
In the parish hall.
I just have a great crack. Like I'm doing the Rushing Dove in Galway tomorrow night, and I'm doing the Workman's Club in the Keys in Dublin on Saturday night, and probably the one I am looking forward to the most is the parish hall in Kilcar on the Friday night.
Coming home to the parish hall.
There are probably about 16 people there.
I could be playing the Odyssey Arena in Belfast, I could be playing the O2, but the parish Maréchal is the one that I really
and there
want.
will be shifting.
Yes, there has to be done.
Men on one side, women on the other.
Shifting and slow dancing. Come here, listen, with the very, very best luck at them gigs. But let's talk about the song that we're going to hear now. It's called Jimmy Selling Watches and Jimmy Selling Chains. Now, the only thing that I can gather from it, that I've heard about it, is we all know we go abroad, we go on holidays, and everybody comes back with the fake pair of sunglasses or the fake watch or the fake chain bought by the street vendors on the street. Is that where the inspiration for this song came from?
Yeah, this is well, it wasn't even about like lucky men in general. It was just about this fella Jimmy, and anybody that's been to Lanzarote might come across Jimmy. He calls himself Jimmy Barry Murphy, but we sincerely doubt if that's his real name.
Right.
Because he comes from Senegal in Africa,
right?
And he looks like Demba Ba, the place for Newcastle.
Is he a member of your band, or is he just?
He's just a roadie. He gets himself into every video. Yeah.
Because the YouTube video that I did see of you performing it live in Lanzarote, he got up in the Irish jersey beside you and started dancing away.
Yeah, no, he's a great character. Like, he gets up every night and he would sing Molly Malone along with me in the fields of Athenry, and he's learnt about 500 towns on the map of Ireland just to stun people over the mic, and all for the sake of selling more watches and chains. But fair play to him, he's a go-getter,
Look at. He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Look, come here. You're going to be back in about 20 minutes' time to perform your song, The Boys in Green. It's the one we have done for the Irish team for Euro 2012. And I am using it as the afternoon show's anthem, up against the Breakfast Rolls anthem, which was performed this morning at 20 to 8. But would you very, very kindly please perform your new single for us, Jimmy Selling Watches?
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon show, part of our music special for this Wednesday afternoon, Rory in the Island and Jimmy Selling Watches.
Irie man. He's not from Donegal, he comes from Senegal, but if you ask about a county, Jimmy knows them all. Tipperary man, Uncle Kenny man, Barry Hooley, Mary Hooley, he knew every town. You can rock a smile like your favourite Uncle Tom, but he'll be a millionaire faster than anyone. 'Cause Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Oh, Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. It's not derogatory, 'cause he's the man to me. He's on the street, he's making money for his family. He comes from Senegal, he's not from Donegal, but if you ask about a county, Jimmy knows them all. He'll crack a smile like your favourite Uncle Tom, but he'll be a millionaire faster than anyone. 'Cause Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Yeah, man. E-oh, 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 e-oh. His destiny is not just written in the sand. He don't need no plan, he's a lucky, lucky man. 'Cause Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Oh, Johnny's wearing makeup, Johnny's wearing chains, Johnny's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Yeah, yeah, Jimmy's selling watches, Jimmy's selling chains, Jimmy's gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Gonna sing about Molly Malone again. Gonna sing about Molly Malone again. For €9, for €9, he's buying fake Rolex watches for €9.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rory in the Island and Jimmy Selling Watches. Got a text here into the show. I bought a watch of Jimmy last year. It stopped working 2 days later. Does he do refunds?
That's why it's €5, man.
Listen, thank you very much for that. And there will be a video up with that on Facebook where the makeup artist came in and just put blusher on me. Thanks, Mr. McCaffrey, for doing that. He should use some on his head. Look at listen, the very best look with the album, the very best look with the tune. That song is going to be on the playlist from now on. Jimmy Still Watches. And of course, the other one you're going to come back and do in about 10-15 minutes is your anthem for the afternoon show for the lads in green, and some great charities behind that and all that sort of stuff. We'll talk about that in a few minutes' time. Will you say hello to Big Noel in Cavan? Big fan of yours.
Noel, of course, yeah.
And
I have his phone number. Actually, I was going to annoy him and text him tonight. Might be going for a pint in Cavan tonight. So, yeah,
right. Okay, I'm not coming to work tomorrow. But look at the question that I get asked most times when you come into us is, are we going to see a gig in Cavan very soon?
Well, September, October, I'm going to do a proper tour. It won't be just back for 4 days playing Galway, Dublin. I'm going to do proper 20-day tour. So I'll leave that in your hands. You can be my agent for Cavan.
That's it, sorted. Yeah. Listen, Rory, brilliant. Thank you very much for that. You're going to be back in about 10-15 minutes where you're going to be doing your track for the Boys in Green for your 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up, Mr. Rory and the Island. Thank you very much.
Afternoons sound better with Johnny O'Keefe on Northern Sound.